What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome to this new video in which we'll talk about Axie Infinity Shards, or as most of you know it's AXS, the main token of the Axie Infinity game, or at least I would call it the main token. You could consider SLP the main token, but I think AXS is it. Which I wanted to talk about for a number of reasons. There are some important fundamentals we need to talk about, but apart from that, it's also up 40%, and the volume is up 1,000%, up to $1.4 billion, which is absolutely crazy. So then I have to talk about it, right? So let's actually start with that volume, because usually when you see something like that, for me at least, the alarms go off, and rightfully so, I would say, even though you could argue that it isn't. All right, so what you can see is that, all right, well, this is a nice volume coming from Binance and stuff, just the usual exchanges. But we miss a lot of percentage. So if you sort by volume, you can actually see that there is over 55% of the volume coming from Korean exchanges. Now, usually that's a bad sign, because usually if there's a lot of manipulation going on of a specific crypto, there's a lot of volume coming from Korea. And I am not sure why that is, but that's just a correlation I have seen throughout the markets in a very long time already. Now today you could make an argument that it's Monday, the beginning of the week, and it's early in the morning for Europe right now. So this could just be Korean institutions and Korean market makers buying Axie Infinity, and I agree with that. I think there's a possibility of that. So I think right now it's not as clear that this is manipulation as it usually is when there's a lot of Korean volume, but this does increase the risk. All right, and I want you to know that. And what increases the risk of a fall, that's what I mean then, even more, is that later today what we're expecting is that there's going to be a $64 million token unlock, which is absolutely huge. Compared to the market cap, it's also pretty big. It's not that big, but it is significant, all right, I would argue at least. So all right, so that's quite a big unlock that's expected for later today. Here you can see the latest positive market action may seem confounding, as some 4.8 million AXS tokens at the current price. All right, so it's a little bit less. It's now around 50 million, something like that. Will be freed up later Monday. So that's still what we expect. And usually what happens when the circulating supply increases is that the price decreases. All right, so that's just something to know. The risk is fairly high, I would say, for Axie Infinity right now. This is a quick tip. You could skip this and just go to the part where you see the chart again if you don't want to know this. But if you look at Messari IO and then Axie Infinity, you can actually see the circulating supply live, which is pretty damn great, I would argue. So here you can see the circulating supply. I don't want to see the screener. I want to see the chart, please. So here you can see that, and we could also see if that unlock has already taken place. Doesn't look like it, but at least you can stay updated on that with that. So Axie Infinity right now, to actually get into the technicals, because that's obviously why you're here as well. The big thing we want to do right now, technically, is get to our next price target around $15. $15 is really a strong level. You have this huge key level above us between 17.5 and 14.5. $15 and 15.5 really is the lower bound and the first price target for us now. Can we reach that? Yes, but more about that a little bit later. First, I wanted to show you that if we break $15, our next price target will be $17 and 17.5. Big psychological level as well. Now, but that's for the future. That's probably for a future update. For now, the big thing is can we reach $15? And the answer is yes, but we need to do something for that. And the big thing we need to do for that is that right now with this move, what we have done is we have had, well, not that big of a breakout because we haven't broken above $13. But we're in the middle of this level between 12.5, which is a strong level, and $13. What we need to do is we need to stay on top of 12.5 and then break above $13 again. If we can do that, all right, on the 4-hour time frame, I would argue, then we're going up to 14.5 and $15. And then from there, we'll see again. Frankly, I think we'll find resistance there and drop back down. And then afterwards, we'll see whether we can reach $17. But I would definitely keep you updated on that. Don't worry. But I actually think with the token unlocks and also with that shady volume and the increased risk, I think it's more likely that we will not be able to do something like that. That will drop down below 12.5. After which we'll find support at $12, sure, but then we'll just take a break retest and start dropping down towards $11 and 10.5 and 10.3, I should say. But at least this you know, we'll also have a bearish breakout, I think, through 11.5, and then we'll fall down to probably it's a weird level, but between $11 and 10.3, I would say. And then from there we'll consolidate, and we can actually you know, we'll consolidate down here, and we could start another uptrend. But again, I'll update that in the future if you're interested in that. For now, this is a short-term, a little bit of a long video, but a short-term analysis on the AXS and what's been going on. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.